been a long time since I've been to Old River Bend, Illinois. It's where Grandpa used to live. I think the last time I was here, I was about 15 years old. Mom and Dad moved when I was about 7, but I used to come out here and spend the summers with Grandpa on the farm. He's got a farm over here, just up the road a little bit, and I'd help him out on the farm, and of course he'd bring me over here to the jungle gym playground, and he'd let me play, and he'd take me in town, and we'd get donuts at the donut shop, and sometimes he'd stop and get an ice cream and let me sit in on the dominoes at the domino parlor sometimes. Then we'd always go back and feed the cows and the chickens and talk to old Walter. Old Walter, he was I guess a ranch hand or caretaker. I don't know what exactly he was. We used to call him old Uncle Walter, but he's been around the family forever. And I guess he just kind of helped Grandpa. But sadly, Grandpa passed away about 2 weeks ago. And, yeah, he left me the farm. So after I kind of sold my house and talked to the kids and all that stuff, I decided that I'm going to move out here and run Grandpa's farm. So here we are, River Bend, Illinois. It's where the Illinois River and the Mississippi meet. And it's where we're going to call home from now on. Now, I'm not much of a farmer. Like I said, I help Grandpa every once in a while, but I don't think I was really doing much of helping anybody. I think I was more getting in trouble and playing in the beehives and chasing the dogs and shit than I was actually doing any farming. But Grandpa had a couple old tractors that he let me get up in every once in a while, and sometimes he'd even let me drive it around. When I got a little older, like I said, I think I was about 15 the last time last summer I spent down here, but didn't do much farming that when I was 15. You know, I wanted to go meet the girls, and we go down here on the river, as you see we're coming up on. And we'd hang out at the river and swim and do a little drinking, you know, a little smoking, that kind of stuff. So didn't do much farming when I was up old enough to learn how to farm. But I kind of got the gist of things, so hopefully with old Walter helping out here, we'll be able to run the farm. But here we are, home sweet home. Hey, look, there's Walter right there. What's up, Walter? Old man Walter. Well, Uncle Walter, I guess is what we used to call him, but kind of feels weird now, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm 50-something years old. He's got to be in his friggin' 80s. We'll talk at Walter a little bit later. Right now, we're going to take a little walk around the old farm here and see what's all to be seen. Looks like that's the full farmhouse. That's Grandpa's house. Walter's got his laundry out, looks like. And we'll start this way. This is over here is where the beehive was. Uh-oh, what are they building here? Like Grandpa had something started here before. I guess I'll have to finish that for him. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. Let's see here. Small shed, it says. He was building him another shed. Like he ain't got enough damn sheds around here. Barns. Yeah, here's the beehive. So we used to dare each other who could run in there and touch that scarecrow. We made that one summer. I don't know. I was about 11 years old. We made that. Me and Grandpa, we did that over in that tool shed way over there. This is where we made this thing at. And I remember because Grandpa, he was nailing that piece of wood there on that 2x4, and he smashed his damn finger with that damn hammer. He cussed. Told me not to tell my grandma. Better not tell your grandma. My grandma, I said. I remember that like it was yesterday. But yeah, we would take bets, me and the old boys from down the street there. There's another farm down the street there, and we'd come play with each other, and we'd dare each other to go who could run in there and touch the scarecrow and get back out before getting stung. Yeah, that was yeah, it was fun times. There's the old silo Grandpa keeps all of his grain and stuff in, and yeah, that other family lives right down the road that way there. I can't remember that boy's name to save my life. I want to say it was Tommy, but man, I don't know. Grandpa got him some cows. Now, he didn't have these cows the last time I was here. He had chickens and horses, I think, is what he had last time. The last time I was here. I don't remember. Did he have cows? Maybe he did. It's been a long time since I've been here. But it looks like he's only got 2 or 3 of them here, so I don't know if they needing fed and watered. I don't Walter's supposed to be helping here. Sure Walter's got that under control until I get after it. He's got 2 or 3 fields here altogether. It looks like he's got this one there. What's in this one? He's got some canola growing here, and it's ready to be harvested. Didn't look like they took care of it very well. It's only got 50% yield, but this looks like they just plowed that not too long ago. There's the old combine and the combine shed. And then I don't know what's really in there. Looks like maybe a seeder and a old tractor. Maybe a tractor and a seeder. Yeah, that's just the combine. I don't know, what is that? An old 8570. Looky there. That's kind of a smaller one, but that's all right. What's in here, Grandpa? Wheat. It's only at 52. He must have passed away before he got to fertilize any of this stuff, because it should yield a little more than that, unless they just had some bad weather. But and then I got this old one down here. Now this used to be just field. I remember Grandpa used to. This is just a grass field when I was little. He didn't have anything planted in it. Looks like he had barley in it this last crop, but this used to be a grass field. He used to bale hay. I remember taking round bales and stuff to town to sell round bales of hay. So I guess he got too old to be messing with that hay. And because it's a little bit of work here, baling hay. So what the hell is he building in here? Okay, he's been watching way too much NCIS, so Jethro Gibbs in here. Yeah, he's building a damn boat. Now, how are you supposed to get that out, Grandpa? To tear the damn shed down. But anyway, and here's where we built that, this tool shed is where we built that scarecrow. We built a bunch of stuff in here. We've fixed fences. We've done, we did all kinds of stuff. We built that little, clapboard over here. This used to be all open. It used to just be an open deal, and we put all those boards up and around there, so that's pretty neat. I don't know what all else he's done in there, but swing set, I think he built that, but I think I was young. I think that's when I was like a toddler. I think Mom and Dad still lived around here when that happened, when he built that. But yeah, that's been around for a minute. Yeah, I didn't help him do that. That was done before I was up old enough to do anything. So yeah, the house going on here. What's up? What's back here? I can change some clothing back here, do some laundry. Yeah, it's nice. A little 4-bedroom house there he's got. Not a bad deal, but that's where we'll spend our nights. So it looks like the first thing we got to do, Walter, seeing that you're not going to do it, you're just going to stand there. Why don't you get over on the swing? That's what the swing was built for. Just get over and stand on the swing. I'll holler at you in a little while. But it looks like that old canola's about ready to go, so let's just jump on up in this combine and see what we got going on. Yeah, look at all that. I'm sure those buttons do something. Where's the music at? There's the music. Alright, so put this bad boy in gear and get after it. Take her slow. I don't want to I don't want to wreck it. I mean, it's not a big one, but it probably isn't cheap either. Alright. Let's just wheel this big bad boy around here. Alright. Only need to back up a little more. Good deal. Alright. Now we need to unfold it. And we'll get over here. Turn this bad boy on. And we're gonna start farming. Yeah, buddy. Look at us go. Whoa, zoomed a little too far out there, didn't I? So yeah, he was 97, 98 years old, something like that, I think they said. When he passed away, he had a heart attack. Old heart gave out, but he lived a good long life. He was a funny man. He made jokes all the time, made everybody laugh. And like I said, I don't think he had this farm for, you know, he wasn't trying to get rich on it or anything. He was, he just had, I think, something to do. I think maybe his mom and dad had it. I don't remember the story. It's been in the family forever. And I'm guessing the reason he didn't give it to Dad was because Dad was one of those, you know, city slickers. He college educated, and he wanted to go to St. Louis, big city, you know, and rule the world kind of deal was his aspirations in life. And he met Mom right out of high school here. They used to play. He played football, and we'll go see the football stadium here pretty soon, one of these days. I don't know if we'll do it today, but we'll go by there and see where he played football. And anyways, he met Mom there in high school, and they wound up getting married shortly thereafter high school. And then when they went to college, I think it was Mom's last year of college. Is when she got pregnant with me, so that's been a minute ago. But yeah, Dad just didn't care to be out on the farm. He wasn't. That wasn't what he wanted to do in life, and so I'm pretty sure that's why Grandpa gave me the farm instead of giving it to Dad. Now Dad's getting up there too, so that may be another reason. He may thought, you know, I mean, I'm 50. What does that make Dad 89 now? So, no, he's not 30 years old. He's 20. He's 23 years old, so he's 73. He's like 73, 74. And Grandpa was 90-something, so. Yeah. It's, and I think I remember when I was 13, 14 years old area. Like I said, that last year I was here, I really didn't talk to Grandpa much. I was kind of at that age where I wanted to be around the girls, and I wanted to do the, you know, wild side things a little more, you know, get my first drink on and smoke some cigarettes, and, you know, played at the river almost all summer. I didn't really spend much time with Grandpa on the farm, but when I was about 13 or 14, I remember saying that he wanted to, that I wanted to be a farmer like him one day. And you know, he told me then that, you know, one of these days this would be my farm, you know, and I would have to take care of this land. And And these people in this town would be my friends, you know, my family. And so I guess that day has come. But yeah, we're gonna get this all plowed up here, or not plowed up. We're gonna get it all picked up here off the ground, and we'll speed time up here a little bit so you don't have to watch me go around in circles for 30 minutes, and I'll see you when we get done. All right, folks, so what we did is just went ahead and did that other filled up off camera there. Didn't think you wanted to see that in fast motion too, but essentially we did the same thing that we did over there, we did right here. Except we left a swath of straw, and we need to pick it up off the ground and bale it. We'll bale some straw there and maybe sell it, because I need to start generating some revenue. Grandpa did, after the funeral cost and paying off some bills and stuff that he had, I was left about $224,000. That was actually about $228,000 altogether, but I bought some new clothes, and of course I was trying to sell my home, so I had to do some things there to take care of that, and so I'm left with about $224,000 from the inheritance of Grandpa dying. So that's all we got to work with. I already quit my job, so I think I got one more check coming in from there. But after that, it's what we can make here on the farm. So things are going to be tight for a little while. So I put the grain in the silos. I pretty much got a full trailer full of the canola, and I think about 2 trailerfuls of the wheat. So that's where that's what we're dealing with there. So we need to probably put this bad boy back in the shed here. So it don't get rained on, get all rusted up. Oh, we gotta close it up. Let's see, that's fold harvester. There we go. And so what we need to do first of all is I'm definitely gonna have to get a a baler. And then we're probably going to have to get some forks. I don't know. This doesn't appear to have a front end attachment to it. I don't know about that JCB that's in there. That's the only 2 tractors though Grandpa has, so not a big fan of that cedar either. And that's just what is that, a pyro, probably a little disc implement. You do not have it either. So I don't know if I can retrofit. I mean, this one would be good enough. If not, what I might have to do is sell this old tractor here and buy one that has a front end loader on it so that I can pick the bales of hay up, stack them. And so I'm gonna go put this trailer up. Yeah, we'll probably drive this old tractor to town just to see if I can retrofit it with a front end loader attachment. And then we're probably going to have to... my whole soccer ball up here. So, it's a story about the soccer ball. And we were supposed to build a ladder. We were going to build a ladder up so we could get it. Because anyways. So, Tommy, remember I was telling you about Tommy? Me and Tommy, boy, we used to get in some trouble now. So, anyways, we were out here playing one day. And this was the goal, okay? We were saying if you could make it in here, you would make the goal. And it'll be big enough, you should be able to make it right every time. And I swear Tommy wasn't standing about right here. And he kicked that damn ball, and it went right through there, and it stuck right in that damn tree. And it was our only ball. I mean, you know, we live in the country. It ain't like we can just go to Walmart 5 seconds and get another ball. Anyway, Grandpa said he was going to build some ladder, or told us to. I don't remember what exactly the story was, but we were supposed to take some wood planks and put them all the way up the tree so that we could get up there to get the ball. And as you can see, you know, 40-something years later, the ball's still up there. That's amazing. That's things like that take you back. Well, I tell you what. Anyways, let's get over here to town, and then I got to figure out something to do with them damn cows too. They said they were grazing on. I mean, I don't think they're gonna die on me or anything because I think they're still grazing on pasture. Yeah, the meadow, but it's getting low, 8:47. So I definitely got to supplement some food in here, or they're going to eat all that pasture grass up, and then they're going to be hurting. So their health is pretty low. So we're going to have to do something pretty quick, take care of these fellas. So food is 0, water 0. So yeah, we need to definitely get something to carry water in, and then we need to figure out some kind of something for getting them some food, or we're gonna be hurting. And if I remember right, the tractor store is up this way. You gotta go up here and around the bend. You meet into the kind of the main strip that goes through town, and you gotta cross the river, but we'll get her done. Yeah, baby. We'll get her done. It's a nice little tractor. I'd hate to have to sell it. I hope I can refit it. Don't want to. And I think we're going to have some shaky frames here. I've played with it about every way I possibly can as far as the recording of this goes. And I think it's just a shader compilation because once I visit somewhere new, it stutters, but when I come back, it's fine. So the first go through of visiting all these places is going to be a little rough, but then it'll get better each time I come back. So I think it's just a shader compilation issue, but don't worry about it. Ain't no thing. See, I think you gotta go over here to get retrofitted. Over at the garage. That's where Grandpa used to bring all of his stuff. He used to bring his pickup here and get tuned up and stuff. And what we're gonna do is find out if we can customize this. Attachers, front end attacher, there we go. We'll do a quickie, that's fine. That's relatively cheap, 1500. Yeah. Okay, we definitely needed that. So now we got the front end loader attachment. Now I need to buy. So there's my front end attach. So now I need to go over here and buy a front end implement, front end attachment implement, a Bell's fork, and a trailer, I guess. I didn't see a trailer there that was set up for moving stuff like hay and pallets and stuff, so we'll go over here to the store. And let's just see what we got going on here. We got front end loader right there. We need the quickie. Oh, quickie, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind, quickie. All right, so there's that. Black will be fine. Don't need no extra money spent here. We're going to purchase it because we're going to be using it all the time. I'll lease it if I only use it like, if I only need it like one time scenario, I'll just lease it. But if it's something I'm going to use on the farm all the time, I'd really rather just buy it. So that's what we're going to do there. And then we're going to do some shopping online for the tools. And we need the bell spike. And that's fine in color too. Nothing extra. All right, so that should be everything that's needed for that. Oh, I forgot to get a trailer. Okay, one thing at a time, I guess. There we go. All right. We are hooked to duck. Let's pull up here a little bit and look what kind of trailers they got. Maybe they got a used trailer or something here. Because I don't need nothing fancy just yet if I don't have to spend the extra money on it. Flatbed trailers. What do you got? 20 grand. Jesus, Pete. You ain't got anything cheaper than that? What are you going to sell over here? Hey, looky there. You got a little Flagle. 13 grand. Let's see what it looks like. For what I'm going to be doing just at first, that's probably going to be just about enough. That'll hold what? 2 up here. 2, 4, 6. That'll hold at least 8 bales at a time. Yeah, for 13 grand. What I got side guards on it so I don't bump it. All right. Let's see if standard or side guards. I'm kind of for an extra 1,000. I get the side guards. No, I think I want the solid. I think I just want. Wait a minute, that is side guards. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. I want it that way. That's the way I want it for an extra grand. So 15, 14 grand. All right, buy it up. We down to 200,000. Killing me, Louie. All right. Let's get our new toy out. Well, I guess used. It's new to me. But yeah, that was a good use find. Like I said, that'll hold several bales. Well, I missed that just as big as Dallas, didn't I? All right, hook everything up. So yeah, anyway, this is kind of getting into town here. A lot of things have changed up since I was here. That's the convenience store. That's the same, but like I said, I was 15 years old last time I was here, and that's what, 40 years ago, roundabout. So I'm wondering what's changed, what's new. I'll have to take a trip out here just to see what's going on. There's a River Bend Auto Repair, so maybe that's where he got the oil change, and I just thought it was over there. But yeah, that's the gas station. You used to always come down here and get gas and stuff. And I'm not quite sure what that is over there. McDonald Pack? I don't know. Like I said, we'll take a trip one of these days and go look at everything. I'll have to figure it out anyways. Yeah. I can carry some automobiles on it. Some tractors maybe, like if I'm moving tractor from place to place. It's fucking raining. Get in here. Windshield wipers on, get going. And I can go in that way, but I just like going this way. It's kind of, you know, 6 of one hand, you're just going around that'll I guess you wouldn't really have to mess with the whatchamacallit too much there. Train, but you still got to cross it. Well, I guess you don't, do you? You're over by Tommy's farm there on number 8 farm, yeah. And I tell you what, these people around here, they drive there like they don't give a shit either. They'll pull right out in front of you. Getting up this damn hill in the wintertime, well, it was fun when it was. Yeah, we'd sled down it and stuff in the wintertime, but when I was younger, but yeah, getting up, it's a bitch, I bet. All right, so it's raining. I gotta find a place where we're gonna park this. Why not right there? No, we'll park it right here. Right here by this tree. Looks like a good place to put her. Oh, it's one of those. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to do this. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to pull this one through. All right, so that sucks. We may just have to keep this over on the side here for a while till I get something better going on, because when you got the swivel front tires that turn, you can do it. It's like a double triple. It's called a dolly, but anyways, you kind of got to know your shit when you're doing that. And I can do it. It just takes forever, and I don't really care to mess with it. Let's just say I'm not proficient at it. So we're just going to park this bad boy right here for now. Oh, you know what I didn't get? Well, I couldn't have carried it anyway. Well, I guess I could have put it up there. I got to go back. I got to get a baler. I knew I was missing something. It's gonna start raining. It's gonna get, damn tractor's gonna get all muddy and shit. So this is the other way around. Remember I told you to go around the farm there, it's essentially the same deal. You're just going around this instead in front of the north of the pasture, you're going south of the pasture there, the field. Looks like they need to get a weeder in there and get them weeds out of there. She's raining pretty good though, ain't she? The sun's a shining and it's raining. The old Mississippi River, keep on. I think, whoa, he just passed me like a bitch, didn't he? That's actually the Illinois. We're not quite to the Mississippi yet. Mississippi is a little on down the road where it meets up, but it is what it is. All park you right here. And we're going to do some shopping for a baler. Of course, that couldn't be on sale, could it? No. I'm going to have to pay for that, bitch. You watch. Where? There you are. Round bales. Think we should do round bales? I think round bales are better, don't you? And then we could wrap them and get some silage. It's always, silage is always a better, you get more money out of, silage. Some people call it silage, but I call it silage. But you get, they go for more money, and you can use those in, total mix rationing too when you start feeding the cows and stuff. So I may have to do that too. We'll see. I don't think you can. I don't know. You can actually do it with hay, which is our straw, which is what I'm going to be dealing with. I think you got to have hay or grass to do silage, but silage, whatever you want to call it. So we just need, 60 to 65. That one looks pretty janky. See what it actually looks like here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one. Yeah, not a big fan of that one at all. Plus, that's only what? 125, so I have no options. See, at least here I got the 125 or the 150 option. And I really like the 150 bales. So there's a New Holland for 65, and then we got a Coon for 69. And I don't nowhere near need all that just yet. Oh, yeah, there's Vermeer. What does it do? So you don't need the tractor. It's just a self-contained one. That's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever seen that piece of equipment before. All right, so what we're going to do then is, I think we're going to go with the New Holland, the Pro Belt, the 165, and we're going to set it up on the 150. We want standard netting. That's fine. We'll go with the BKT tires. So it's just what, red, or I think I like the yellow better. I think I do. All right. 65 grand. That's better make my money back on this bitch. 135. God almighty. All right. So what do we got? Rain, go away. Come back some other. Hope this little tractor can carry it. Now, that damn piece of equipment about as big as my tractor. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be just fine. All right, here we go around the mulberry bush. Get this back. I probably have to wait till it stops raining before I can start baling, but boy, that front end is light though. I can feel it. I may have to get the old JCB out to pull this bad thing around, especially when it's got a full bale in it. Cause yeah, our front end's real light. Rain is coming down. It's crazy that the sun's out, but yeah, it's raining. A little school bus. What time is it? 17. So what is that? 6? just park this bad boy in here real quick with the tractor just to get it out of the rain. Like I said, we may switch over and that way I can bale with that JCB, and then I can pick the bales up with put the trailer on with the deer, and then well, I probably could have gave myself a better deal here. Kind of act like I've never backed up a damn trailer before. All right. Well, the forks are still sticking out. That's fine. All right. So yeah, we'll probably put the JCB. I mean, it's not a big. It's a 160, but probably put that on, and then we'll put the trailer over here. We'll pick this up with the trailer, and after I'm done, I don't think I can do that in the rain. Now it's getting kind of cloudy out. Okay. Makes a little more sense. In here underneath the deal. You know what I can do? I'm gonna take me a couple hour nap, maybe. I kind of need the daylight, but we'll sleep to what? Say, no, we don't want to do that. So it's not gonna let me wake up at midnight. I don't want to really bail that all in the nighttime. So maybe it won't be raining very long here. But this will give us an idea. We'll just give us a moment here. What we can do is kind of look at some of our menus, though. So let's look at all the different crops for the game. What can we do here? We can do wheat, barley, canola, oat, corn, sunflowers, soybean, potatoes, rice, long grain rice, sugar beet, sugar cane, cotton, sorghum, grapes, olives, poplar, red beets, carrots, snips, parsnips, green beans, peas, spinach, grass, and oilseed radish. So that's our crop types that we get to play with, choose from. And this just kind of tells us what our condition of on our little handheld here that we have, our little iPad, I guess is what you want to call it. I don't know. New technology for the farm. But it shows kind of a GPS setting of where we're at, where everything's at. And so we own everything in green here. So we own 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Where's 1 at? And why don't I own it? I don't know. I don't even know. Let's see, that's 90 something up there. So really, is there a number 1 anywhere? I reckon not. So yeah, that's the entire town and outlying area. The main town here this is where we were at just a moment ago, right here. If you can see my cursor, and that was the gas station. That was the shop, and we, like I said, we haven't been to really any of this other stuff yet, but there's different stuff stuck out all over the place. We'll have to use, like I said, we'll just spend a day one of these days and just go venture all through it. But as of for right now, what we need to worry about, and all these farms, you can, do work on them, like people that own them. I don't know who owns what nowadays, but sometimes they need, help doing something. They got a piece of equipment that's went down, or implement that's tore up, some hydraulic lines or something messed up, and they'll want you to come over and like plow their field or whatever, and they'll pay you. They're not asking for no freebies or handouts, but they'll pay you. Uh, and sometimes you can use like equipment they've leased, and sometimes it's their equipment. Maybe they just got busy on something else. Because a lot of these farmers, they run businesses and do other things on top of farming. There's only a few of them around here that are like full time farmers, but a lot of them will they'll farm this, you know, number 7 plot here, but he may be, the manager at the bank too, or the manager at the gas station or something, So he the bakery or something. I don't know, whatever he does in life, and he just kind of does this for that extra income, and people just get a kick out of, it's just part of the heritage of being in the country, working the farm. It's just something you do. So we're working these 4 here right now. And I don't know what I want to do with this. Like I said, Grandpa used to have this as a grass field when I was young, and uh, they talked about putting a house over here. Back in the day, they were going to build a new house, and this was just all going to become yard for the farm. And I guess that never materialized. But like I said, back in the day, this was just no grass farm or a grass field, and we would just mow it and bale it. And I guess somewhere along the line, he decided that he'd rather have it as a cash crop, and looked like I think what we was looking at was a barley field is what he put in there. But I mean, we can swap fields, so swap products. So anyway, this shows that it's been harvested. As you can see, it's purple. So they've been harvested. This one's been plowed. It's a deep purple. So I probably need to plow all of these. If you plow them, they don't grow weeds in them. So I probably need to buy a plow too. Now the plow I'm probably gonna buy because it's one of the worst things I hate doing is plowing. I'm gonna buy a rather expensive and nice plow, but it's too big to get across the bridge. So I'm gonna have to probably put it up on that trailer and yank it home. But when we get ready to start plowing, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll see. But so it'll tell you like if what each of these conditions are. So these are growing, as you can see, ready to harvest. This 7's ready to harvest. These are in different stages of growing, light green, dark green. If the field's withered, it'll be brown. If it's cultivated, it'll be blue. So that's kind of how you get to tell what state each of this stuff is in. And then, well, let's just go with this first one. All right, so that's the crop types. We already did that. Growth, soil composition. So this is going to tell you whether it's been mulched, fertilized, or it needs rolling, or it needs water. Now, the water deal is something new. I've not messed with it any at all, so we'll have to learn that together. But as far as the mulched, fertilized, and needs rolling, the mulched is usually like for the grapes and stuff. There's certain crops that require you to have to mulch up between like in grapes, between the vines down the rows. But most of your main fields for grain and stuff will just need rolling and fertilized. So as you can see, none of my fields are fertilized. This one's been mulched. Number 5, I don't know how it's been mulched because we just plowed it or we just harvested it. It may have been mulched before, but what we're going to do is we're going to plow these all down. Number 4 was already plowed. We're going to plow these down, and then we'll put a level of fertilizer on to start before we start planting. And then we'll have to do another level of fertilizer shortly after to get the yields up, if you want. And it'll go from light blue to dark blue. So that very first one, we plow it. We'll put some fertilizer down, let that soak into the ground. That'll be a light fertilizer. We'll plant, and then maybe a couple days into its growth, it'll need it. A couple months, I guess you would say, because it's how the game works. Is I've got set on 2 days, so every 2 days is a month. So every 2 days it clocks through in the game, you've went through a month. So about a month, two down the road, we'll have to fertilize again, and that'll make it a blue fertilizer, and then it'll grow. And then at some point, right after we plant, we'll have to roll that seed down into the ground because so when you plant, even though you kind of inject it down into the ground's still loose, kind of on top, and it makes it easy for animals, birds, stuff like that, wind to uncover the seed. So you'll roll that field down. So the process is going to be plow, fertilize, plant, roll, wait a month or so, fertilize again, and then from that point on, we should just be waiting for it to get ready to harvest again. And then, so our next menu that we'll go look at will be, okay, this just touches all the hot spots in town. We need to look at the calendar. This is when we can and can't plant things based upon the, some crops only grow at certain points of the year. So, for instance, barley, you'll plant it in September. Green is your planting seasons. You'll plant it in September and October, and then you harvest it in June and July of the next year. So that's going to take a whole year to grow. So, as I said about that process, you'll plant, roll, fertilize, and then about December we'll fertilize again, and then that'll carry us all the way through till June when we start bringing in the crop. Canola the same way. Everything's got a planting and so with multiple fields, you want to kind of make it to where they're one or two ways. Either you want them all come and do it at the same time, depending on whether you want to like just be busy one time of the year and not be busy the rest of the year, or you want them to be staggered. So like if I'm going to plant barley in September and I'm picking it up in June, then maybe my next one is I want something maybe like that gets planted in, it would be backwards here because that's kind of middle. So it'd be like corn in April, or cotton in March. Either one of those would work. So let's do cotton first. We'll do cotton, and then we'll get that planted, and then corn, and then maybe green beans. You see how that's going to work? And then so with the green beans, they're pretty fast turnaround. So I can plant those in April, and they'll be ready to pick in August. And then my cotton, I can plant it in March. It'll be ready to pick in October. So these are like in the same year kind of turnarounds. Corn, I can plant it in April, and it's ready in October. So some of these crops don't take a year. And so you just kind of want to go through here and just kind of pick out the things that you think you can get away with, like wheat is a full year. So wheat and barley would kind of go hand in hand if you were going to do those. They both plant this about the same time of the year, and they both pick up about the same time of the year. And canola is the same thing. So canola is right there and takes a year to pick it back up. So those are 3 year-long type products. But a lot of these, like I said, like the sugar cane, sunflower seeds, all these, you're planting them in March, and you're picking them up in October. So you can get some pretty good turnaround times. But that's how you really watch the calendar of what you can and can't. And then down here on the calendar, it'll tell you what it's doing. It's in August right now, which shows you this line here where we're at. Currently 81 degrees, winds, raining. And that tells you here, at 2000 hours, which is what, 8 o'clock, something like that. We're going to clear up. So that rain's only going to stay around for a couple hours. And then we'll be sunny all day tomorrow until about 10. And then from 10 to 12, we'll get rain. 12, we'll get sun again. So that's kind of how that's going to work. But we need that water. So that helps the things grow. And so this shows our animals that we got. I've got 3 cows. It looks like they're all Angus. Conditions are poor all the way through because of just getting here on the farm. But we're going to work on getting those up to health. It says this type of cow is bred for profit and can be sold. Cows like grass, hay, and total mix rations. That's what TMR stands for. Additionally, they require water. This animal has reached its breeding age. Animals that are healthy and older than 18 months can reproduce. The numbers in brackets refer to the effectiveness of the respective food. So they can start having, babies, baby cows and stuff. So we need to get their productivity up, food and water up. I forgot to get that too, damn water container, so I can get water to them. So we'll get water to them, and probably in the next episode we'll start working on getting these because I've already got the crops pulled in. So we'll start worrying about water and food for the cows. Right now, we're probably not going to mess with the total mix rations unless we buy it from pre-mixed. But I am going to be able to do the. I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? So yeah, we're probably just going to have to buy the total mix rations and then have them eat that and water them. Because with hay and I'm going to have to turn one of those fields into a grass field and start baling hay and grass. And then I'll turn some of that bales into silage, and then with all of that, I can make my total mix. Okay, we'll work on that. We need to just give them up, so we can get them up to 80% on hay. 80. So yeah, if we feed them these, we can get up. If we feed them the total mix ration, we'll get them all the way up to 100% of effectiveness. But we need to get them at least some water and something to start eating besides the meadow because it's just getting low. Then our next deal down here. Now, these are the deals I was telling you about. They call them contracts, but it's just other farmers needing help is all it is. So Walter, he's on our farm right now, but he has his own place. So 44 over there, it looks like, is what he owns. And probably because he's helping us, Grandpa was helping us. That's probably why he needs help now. Anyway, what he wants done is he wants you to wrap some bales using the bell wrapper. So he's going to provide his tractor and a bell wrapper, and the bells are probably already laid out on the deal. And he's once you wrap everything up, he's willing to pay you $2,000 to do that for him. So that's how we're going to make some money here in the beginning. Is we're going to do some of these jobs for these guys. So you can see it's bell wrapping, baling. These are some more baling jobs. Dead wood. I don't know what dead wood is, but this owner has a problem with dead wood. Help the owner cut down. Oh, so he wants some trees cut down. $1,500 is what he'll do for. And this is kind of like a jobs board. So, all the people, farmers and people in the neighborhood that needs things done, they'll put their jobs up here. And so they want this, this field 52 needs to be fertilized. Number 8 needs fertilized. So it tells you, harvesting, mowing, rock removal. Is that just picking up stones out of the field, or is that actually like removing a rock? And the owner wants you to destroy specific rocks. So I guess he's got some rocks out in the area. He's getting ready to build something. He needs some rocks tore up. We got some spraying of the field, stone picking. Is that remove stones from the field? Okay. Some grass tethering. That's for baling hay and stuff. And then some transport of wood. There you go. So, they got some trees and that's $4,000. Well, hell, he wants $6,000 for that with that stone picking. Just remove stones out of this. That's a pretty good sized field, but you remove stones out of there with a stone picker, and he's willing to pay $6,000 for that. And that's going to take him. There's a $9,000 job. Look at that. Just to mow the field, and you get $9,000. Shit, that may be worth doing that. Now you can lease this equipment. Sometimes they have it already, like for you, and you can use theirs, or you can just lease it yourself. But yeah, if you can do that. See, it says borrow items. If you borrow their items, you don't get paid as much. So, but even at $9,000 and you borrow theirs, you're probably still going to do pretty good. And we might, just in case it goes away, we're going to go ahead and let's see, what does it say? The leased machinery are waiting at the shop. Remember to fill the tools if needed. All right, so I don't need to fill anything. All right, so what we did is essentially just leased that stuff. And it's a 7 point, almost 8 acre piece of property. Shows our progress. Yeah, we'll do that on the start of the next episode. We'll start it out by doing that contract, and that should make what 10 grand back out of the what 50 something 60,000 that I've already spent. Try to make that money back as fast as we can. So, but anyway, that's pretty much all the menus. The stuff like this shows like where the bakery is and the all the different factories and stuff. That if you want to start getting into that kind of stuff. We're not quite there yet, but later on down the road, we might, decide we want to make a bakery. If we're getting a lot of wheat and stuff, it might be profitable to start a bakery or maybe a old sawmill or something like that. And if you buy these sawmill or build one from scratch, sometimes you can buy the one that is already here. Just buy it from whoever owns it, and sometimes you can just build your own. Start your own up from scratch. But you'll be able to, make these products. So you'll be able to make planks, regular planks, long planks, prefab wood, and wood beams, and then you'll be able to sell that product off to other companies that need wood. So like the paper factory or whatever, whoever needs the wood. So it's kind of a neat deal that you can actually run these things in the background. So and the reason you would do this is because remember I was telling you about how wheat took a whole year to grow. Well, what are you going to do for a year in the game if you're not tending to the wheat fields because they're growing? So what you would do is kind of switch gears and come over here and run this company in your off season of your farming, and then come back and do that. Remember I told you earlier that some people were bakery people and some people worked at the gas stations, some people worked at the convenience stores, whatever. That's what they do until it's time to bring the crops in and mess with the farms, and then they do that. So that's kind of how all that works. And then this is just kind of like our marketplace of our product, when to sell, when to hold on to. The greens mean that they're rising, red means it's falling. For instance, I've got canola in the silo right now. I got 6,835 liters of canola right now, and so in August, it's doing all right. It's I can get let's see, 18's probably the best right there, and it's coming down. So, yeah, 18 is the best. Gold Crest Valley. So we need to. Looks like December is going to peak for that. So we'll probably wait till around December to start selling the canola. And then what else do I own? So in wheat, I got 13,600. We're at a very low right now, but it's supposed to go up. So we'll just wait. We'll wait till like the first part of the year to sell that wheat. December, January. But we got to keep an eye on this because these things kind of move all the time. So that's kind of how you look at all that. But that's the only two products I own right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the side stuff of the game, I guess you would call. But yeah, Grandpa, he didn't teach me all that kind of stuff, but I'm a quick learner. Like I said, and not my first rodeo. But I think what we're going to do is call it an evening. It stopped raining. We're going to call it an episode here and call it an evening, I guess. And tell Walter good night. Walter, good night. And then what we'll do is just kind of go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning for the next episode. Old Fella Gaming, your Old Fella GT saying, see ya.